Good day to everyone. In this video, we'll learn about smoke testing. Smoke testing, it is also called as sanity testing, dry run, or skin testing, or build verification testing. Smoke testing, it is the testing which is done to test the basic and critical features of an application before we do the thorough or rigorous testing. This is called as smoke testing. Smoke testing, it is also called as build verification testing. This is called so because through this smoke testing, we will check whether this build is eligible to do further more testing or not. Now let us see an example and understand why this smoke testing is done. Let us assume that we are working on an e-commerce project and we have a sprint of 10 working days. We have been assigned a task and the developer team, they will tell that we need at least 4 days to complete this task. By the time the developer completes his task, the testing team, they will be understanding the requirements. Now after the 4th day, that is on the 5th day, the developer, he will develop the features and he will pass it to the testing team to test it. Now the testing team, they will be having 6 days to test it and report it back to the developer if there is any defect in it. Now the testing team, he will start with the home page on the first day, and on the second day he will test regarding the add to cart button. Then on the third day he will try to add the payment details, and on the fourth day for the adding the address details and dispatch details, and on the fifth day he'll see the tracking details, something like that. And finally he'll see whether we can do the login or not. When he tests the login page, he observes that there is a defect in it and he will report it back to the developer. Here the developer will say that he will at least need 4 to 5 days to fix this. But since we are on the last day of the sprint, this task could be postponed to the next sprint. So this may cause the loss to the company and also it may consume more time now. So in order to overcome this, we need to test the basic and critical features of an application in the beginning itself. So this is why the smoke testing is done. Suppose if the test engineer, if he had tested the login feature in the first day itself, then he would have reported back to the developer and the developer would have got more time and he would have fixed this defect in this sprint itself. Now we'll see who all does this smoke testing. The developer, once the coding is completed and before he releases the product to the test environment, he will do one round of smoke testing. This is done because if tester finds the defect on the day one itself, then it will be like an insult to the developer. So he'll do the one round of smoke testing here. Then after that, the test engineer, he will also do one round of smoke testing before he does thorough testing or before he does the functional or integration testing. And in the UAT environment, the customer, he will also do smoke testing. Before he does the other acceptance testing, he will do one round of smoke testing here. And when the product is installed in the production environment, here also the test engineer, he will do one round of smoke testing in order to make sure that application is working properly. Now let us see why do we do this smoke testing. We do smoke testing in the beginning only to make sure that the product is testable. And we also do the smoke testing in the beginning only to catch more and more number of bugs or defects in the basic features and send it back to the development team so that the development team, they will have sufficient time to fix these defects. And we'll do the smoke testing once it is installed to the production environment. We do this testing in the production environment because we should make sure that the product is installed correctly or properly so that the final user, he should not be facing any issues here. The customer, he will also do one round of smoke testing in the UAT environment. Before he does the thorough testing, he will do one round of smoke testing. Now let us see when we do this smoke testing. It is done whenever we get a new build, we do the smoke testing in the beginning itself and to make sure that the basic and critical features, they are working properly. When we are doing this smoke testing, we do only positive testing. That is, we test only for valid data here. And the smoke testing, it is done whenever the customer gets a new build to the UAT environment, he will do one round of smoke testing before he does the thorough testing or before he does the acceptance testing. And when the product is installed in the production environment, we do the quick smoke testing here to make sure that the product is installed properly. Next, we'll see the types of smoke testing. We have two types, that is formal smoke testing and informal smoke testing. Formal smoke testing, whenever the development team develops an application and sends the software or a build to the testing team, the test lead, he will tell or instruct the testing team to do the smoke testing and send him the report once the smoke testing is completed. Now the testing team, they will do the smoke testing and they will send the smoke testing report to the test lead. This is called formal smoke testing. Now we'll see informal smoke testing. In informal smoke testing, whenever the development team develops an application, they will send a build to the testing team. Now the test lead, he will not instruct the testing team to do the smoke testing. He will only instruct to start testing. But the testing team, they will do one round of smoke testing. This process, we call it as informal smoke testing. Thank you for watching our video. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss any of our video or updates. Thank you.